In this video, I'm going to walk you through a standalone work order from start to completion and to invoicing. First, I'm looking at my home page. This is what I'm looking at first thing in the morning. At the top taskbar that gives me all the activity I'm going to be dealing with, I can go right to the little clipboard. There's my jobs for today. It'll also give you the ability to check out for the week. You can do whichever one you would want, but you can look at each one. So we've got a work order this morning. It's marked in the orange, and then the S&P Safety and Performance Report will be in the teal color. So we're going to go ahead and start this job this morning. Click on the button, takes us, there we are. This is where we're going to. We're going to this clinic. That's actually a college. Phone numbers, all pertinent information's on there, person to see. Put that in the GPS, take you right there. If you're running behind, you can call them. Also gives you some tech notes, just some ideas from as possibly what could be going on with this. So I'm going to go ahead and create the work order. We get on site. We find out that, hey, we found the device. We scan the barcode on there. Here's the device. Hot pack heater, Chattanooga. The tech notes are in there as well. So we're going to go ahead and start this job. And if you notice down below the parts, you'll see start, and that logs this every time you actually start the work order. It will log in your time. That way you can keep track of all the time, and that way you can bill it. So in this case, we're going to get in there. We're going to figure out what's going on. And I've looked it all over. What's happened to this is that the power switch had failed. The wiring harness was damaged. The spades were damaged on it. So we're going to replace the power switch, the wiring harness, and then I did meter out the heating element. That was bad as well. So we're going to replace all of those. So at this point, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start the parts order for this. I've gone through everything. I've pulled the parts from my parts box, and we're going to start the estimate right now. So it says create a new estimate to add parts. Just push the new estimate. It'll pull up your card. There it is, hot pack heater, model, serial number. It automatically defaults and puts the service call on there. That way we never miss it. At the very top, you see where it says add a line. That's if you're going to add lines and look up a part. You can do it that way. You can also scan the barcode, which is very nice. The parts I've already pulled. I pulled a toggle switch. I pulled a wiring harness, and I pulled a heating element. So I'm going to put those in right now. Add by barcode. We're going to go ahead and scan the first item. There it is, and that's the wiring harness. And we're going to scan the second item. That's the toggle switch, and we're going to scan the third item, and that is the heating element. So we've got everything in there, and then we're going to put labor, and we go up to service and type in labor. We have to put that in. That's the most important one. So putting labor in. We've added that in. So now we are done with our parts and putting everything on there. The job took us approximately 2.5 hours. So we're going to put done. There is the work order with the parts installed on it. The labor, we're going to change this to just touch the spot, and you can backspace and put 2.5. And just touch anywhere on the screen and it will update your record. So there's the job. The parts have been put on. You can look at them, make sure everything was put in there on place. We're good to go. Hit done. Now at this point, it's still in progress, missing status. We haven't gone back to the work order to complete it and get the sign off and all of that. So right now, we're going to take and move it to an invoice. So we're going to invoice this off, move to invoice. It gives you a little card that says, do you want to move this to an estimate to an invoice? Yes. So we're going to do that. So now it's been invoiced. You'll see on the top left, you've got a white X with a circle and then a blue X solid. The blue X will actually eliminate, if you made a mistake and you wanted to delete this particular invoice, you can delete it from here and add it and start over again. It gives you a way out. In this case, say you made a mistake on it or whatnot. We're going to put cancel. The one at the top that's clear, X, that's the one you push. That'll get you back to the work order. So now we're back in the work order. We're going to take a picture of the work that was just done. I'm going to go ahead and basically just put one in here. I've got a get it right. There we go, paste. I'm just going to put a divide, actually put the asset picture in here for you so we have something in there. There it is. Okay. We're completed. Action, we're going to type in here, inspected. Oops. You can actually talk this and you'll put it right in there. Inspected unit, discovered, the following components had failed. Okay, so we put that in there. Unit is working as designed. Okay, so at this point, we're all set. We're going to put on here, we're going to put completed. We're going to print our label again, so we can put that on the device. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to submit this work order. So we put down at the bottom, we push the box. It says the hot pack heater is completed on 8/1. We're going to have them sign off on this. And they can type their name right in here, or you can put it in. And then we're going to go ahead, it says bill by, you'll notice that on there, Advanced Cal, you put your company on there, so we'll put submit. All invoices have been invoiced, or all estimates have been invoiced. Push that button. Now it's going to pull this up. It's going to give you an in progress or a complete work order. If it were in progress and you checked in progress and not completed, what it will do is it'll just gray out the completed work order and it'll just give you the in progress blue. So that you'll just push that one and you continue on at a later date. It just keeps it on the file and you know you've got the job is pending. So we're going to put complete work order. There you go, right back to the sublocation page, and we can go right to that work order, which was on 8/1. We're going to view it. This is what the client would get, or the customer would get. You've got everything here. You've got all the parts that were put on it, what the problem was, what the corrective action was, and then a photograph of the device or the parts that you took off. And you could take a photograph of that and put it in the work order. This happens to be the asset picture I used, just to put it so you could put something in there for you to look at. So there you go on that. If we go back to the invoice, now your back office has got the invoice already. There's the invoice. So it's ready to be processed through your accounting program or through our system, whichever one you care to use, and you're good to go. That happens in real time, so the techs are in the field using it. This would be generating this every single time an invoice would be coming over right after the job is done. Client could get the invoice shortly thereafter. If you would send it to them, they will get a picture of the actual work order, so we'll have all of that. And that's as simple as it is to go ahead and do a standalone work order. Okay.